Ramon Russell, Community Manager for the MLB The Show Development Team.
What was the thing that you most wanted to change about MLB 11 The Show than the last year?
Well, going into the prototype stage, there were a couple overarching goals that we really wanted to hit on. Those were give you a new way to play the game, make the game easier for those who are new to the franchise, and revamp Road to the Show, and just overall give you a better MLB experience year in, year out, like we've always tried to do in the past. And we think we've done that this year, and it starts with pure analog control. And we have an analog control scheme for pitching, for batting, and for hitting. They're all very interactive, very intuitive. They use the right analog stick, and we think our users will really like those modes because they've been asking for them for a while. We have dynamic cloud cover this year. Last year, if you played the game, it got dark in the third inning. This year, it doesn't get dark to the seventh or the eighth inning, and you slowly see the transitions. You even see clouds at night. If it rains, you'll see rain, and we have the longitude and latitude data, so it rains when it's supposed to. So you won't see anything wonky going on. Road to the Show 5.0, almost complete revamp of the mode, and it starts with your player creator. Last year, you just created your player. This year, we introduce our new interactive slider set. And the way it works is, say you're a pitcher, you start out the mode, you decide on what type of pitcher you want to be. Do you want to be a guy who pitches for stamina, can go into the ninth inning, or do you want to be a power pitcher like Strasburg and just throw some really nasty stuff? Our second slider is, do you want to be a guy who throws for control, or do you want to be a guy who throws some really nasty stuff but doesn't have as much control? And the last slider set is, do you want to be a guy with a dominant pitch, or do you want to be a guy with Roy Halladay who throws like 4 or 5 pitches? So if you want to be that David Price type of pitcher, and you know that running fastball is going to come about 72% of the time and nobody can hit it, you can choose to be that type of guy on Road to the Show. And it works the same way for batting. Our dynamic goals are pretty much gone this year. And now we look at your at-bats and your batter's face. And that ties into our brand new player performance evaluator. And the way it works is we look at each at-bat, we look at each at-bat at-batter face, and we give you points based on your performance. In conjunction with that, let's say you're a batter and your timing's all off. We intelligently recognize that, and we'll send you into timing training. And there are 4 other brand new training modes for batters that we'll send you into to not only help you learn how to play the game, but to make you better as you play your Road to the Show character. Our last major goal was making the game more accessible to our fans who haven't bought the franchise a lot, or to someone who just picked it up because we have a lot of options in the game. And the first thing we ask you as soon as you turn on the game is, have you bought it before? If you haven't, you put it on easy, and we'll walk you through the game, and you only bat and you only pitch. We'll put everything else on auto, and we'll gradually introduce you to the new features of the game, so it's not so daunting. And that's just a quick overview of some of the main high-level goals we had going to MLB 11 Show this year.
And give us a little insight on, the play and how that, works into it, and, how you wanted to do a different controller system this year.
So for the past 4 or 5 years, it's always been meter pitching or classic pitching, and it's always been zone batting. And we wanted to give you a brand new way to experience baseball, brand new control scheme. And our fans have been asking for it for a couple of years. And with hitting, we have our pure analog hitting. And it's a stride and swing mechanic. So you actually stride like a regular batter would, and you swing through the pitches. In conjunction with that, you actually have to swing at your pitches. So you just don't pull down on the right analog stick and press up. You actually have to press up and over to the right for a pitch on the right, or up and over to the left for a pitch that's on the left side of the corner. For pure analog fielding, it's real simple, real intuitive. You want to throw to first base, you move the right analog stick to first base. You want to throw it real hard, you just hold it longer. You want to make sure your throw is really, really accurate, just make sure you're online. If your throw is not online, you may pull the guy off the bag, or it may be an error. And it's totally dynamic. All the errors in the game are now user controlled, and I really think everybody enjoyed it this year.
Well, it looks like you guys picked another MVP for your box this year with Joe Mauer, which was the guy you had on last year. What do you guys want to tie in with somebody that is classy like that, and has overall background of just being a complete player and being respected?
Picking Joe Mauer again for our cover was really a no-brainer for us. He's one of the most well-respected guys in the league. He's probably the nicest professional athlete you'll ever meet, and he is to the catcher position what we think Derek Jeter is to the shortstop position. And it was just, a no-brainer for us because Joe Mauer, he's always going to have a batting average over 325. He's always going to lead his team to the playoffs, and it was just real easy for us to pick him again.
And are there any new modes that you guys put in there? I know that you spoke about the Road to the Show, and what about the home run derby? Any tweaks you did to that, or just give us a rundown on the modes?
So new in home run derby MLB 11 this year is we have move support. and we have 3D support as well, so you can play Home Run Derby in 3D with the Move controller. It's really cool, really interactive. You can have fun, and you can play it with your kids, or your mom can even pick up the Move controller and start hacking away and try to hit some bombs. Another brand new mode is our Challenge of the Week. And Challenge of the Week is a quick 2 to 3 minute interactive online arcade game, and we base it off those old school arcade games. And what you basically do is every week there's a different challenge. You want to get into Challenge of the Week and rack up the highest score. And you do that by hitting home runs, hitting singles, hitting doubles, and you just check your score and make sure you're at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the week. If you are at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the week, you win a prize. And you don't win a virtual prize, you win an actual prize. So let's say the first week you could win a signed baseball or a signed baseball bat by our cover boy Joe Mauer. You could win tickets to the All-Star game. We're still working out the prizes, but that's just a brief overview of what you could win in Challenge of the Week.
That's great. What about online playability? What kind of modes and is the roster updates? Elaborate about that.
So new online this year is we've really updated our online league system. So you can do custom schedules. You can also do custom divisions, and you can do custom playoff series. Last year you can only do a 1-game playoff. This year you can do a 3-game series, a 5-game series. Really cater it to the way you want to play. We've worked on our online capability with co-op. We have co-op in the game this year. You can do co-op offline and you can do co-op online. It's really, really fun to have four guys sitting down playing the game at the same time, arguing over why you didn't turn that double play early in the inning.
That sounds awesome. Well, we can't wait till it comes out. When do we expect it to come out?
It will be 11 to be in stores March 8th.